Times you have encouraged us that for infrastructure, no need to be worried. You have sufficient infrastructure for NAC accreditation. Ma'am, thank you. And we are very much worried about our infrastructural facilities. And many meetings are going on how to improve our infrastructure. So, thank you, ma'am. We have, after this valuable lecture, we have two programs. One would be interactive session. As per the instruction of Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir, each and every faculty members can ask questions, related with NAC and CBCS, choice-based credit system. So, and then we have one book written by Professor Vijay Karn, and this is edited one, and the concept and philosophy, everything has been philosophized by Professor Vijay Karn. So after this valuable lecture, the interactive session, and after interactive session, book release will be done before presidential remarks. So now I would request Honorable Vice Chancellor, Munger University, Professor Ranjit Kumar Verma, to deliver his valuable lecture on choice-based credit system.
Thank you very much for the nice words of introduction in the beginning, and now again nice words by Dr. Rana Purushottam ji. Honorable Vice Chancellor, my friend Professor Baidyanath Lavji, who has really brought revolution in the campus, adding to the working towards addition of infrastructure, for which 5 times compliments were noted by Rana ji. Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor Dolly Sinha, who had been my colleague at Patna University, and I have seen her working. She was principal of Magar Mahila College, and the way the college got topmost grading by NAC in the next cycle under her stewardship, really we complimented, and that was one of the reasons that maybe because I don't know whether she would agree or not, but it was against her wishes that she had to join the university as Dean of Student Welfare. Later on she became, she adorned the post of Vice Chancellor of Patna University too. Honorable Registrar Sahib, my new friend Srekhant Singh, with whom I had some very interesting discussions this morning, Dr. Dubey, Dr. Srivastava, Dr. Vijay Karn, Dr. Misra, all faculty members, and the Kulmata of Munger University is also here, all the participants. The topic that was suggested to me was CBCS, and both the topics are close to our heart. Let me tell you a small story to begin with. It was 6 years back, almost 6 years back, that the University of Bihar were on the verge of getting blacklisted by USA. And a very piquant situation was there, and then a request was made to me to go and defend the state without any commitment from the government side. It will be a long story, though interesting. I may find some other time to tell the story. It came in the newspapers also at Patna in 2015. But somehow or the other I could convince the bureaucrats and the expert members of the MHRD Delhi, who were creating embarrassing situation to me as a presenter, because before starting my first slide, the bureaucrats who were chairing the session, who was conducting the session, started telling, What will you begin? अब क्या बोलेंगे बिहार से? Nalanda, Nalanda. That Nalanda I remember. With some embarrassment, sorry. Nalanda, Vikramshila. I know the things that you will boast of your past. There is nothing in present, and we don't find any future in you. So we are not ready to listen to you. Anyway, so that is a different story. I had to be thick-skinned, as Professor Sinha just mentioned, and we succeeded in getting Bihar out of the imbroglio. And after that, when the report of the team was submitted to the ministry, the bureaucracy here was again furious. This happens when a professor goes there and they start committing. How could they commit? Then a special meeting was held. Mr. P.K. Sai was the education minister. I get his name. And with reverence. And then I started telling what was wrong if I committed that we shall adopt CBCS. Do you have any stake here? There? No, it is all university matter. No finances are involved. University is an autonomous body. Okay, that's fine. What is wrong if we promise that we shall plan NAC accreditation of all at least 250 colleges and universities? Okay, no problem. Then what is wrong if we use the word we were planning? We were planning for generation of a management information system for which you are always craving, because all the time you are asking for the data. What is the student ratio? How many students in this category, that category, how many scholarships will be there, like that, how many men, female, all the data. You are concerned with that only. You are not concerned. So that is to your gain. And that we had used, we were planning. On the basis of our experience of successful introduction of e-commerce in admission and introduction of CET at Patna University, which we were planning at that time. Anyway, so that is a different story, and we succeeded, and then committee were formed. And then the first homework that we made, a state level committee was formed, and incidentally, for Management Information System, the name we have put University Management Information System, and CBCS. In the two committees, I was mentor, and we started working at Patna University, and Professor Dolly Sinha, the cooperation, the extent of her participation, and I introduced the term charting out plans for choice-based credit system. How to go for it? Now, choice-based credit system, as we know, it means everyone is aware that it is choice of multiple courses. It involves grading, means marks are secured not in percentage but in ABC, like that, the grade that she was mentioning in the previous lecture. It talks about semester and lot of teacher engagement, and the quotient can be measured and identified semester-wise. What was the performance of the student in the previous semester and how the student is doing now. Whether it is upward or downward, then the student should be referred to the mentor of the student, to which the student has been attached, should think over it, interact with the student, or whether the student needs counseling or like that. So these are many things. Then credit. The credit conversion of class hours per week, and it carries additional importance in the credit system. What has been happening in many of the universities which are not coming up to mark in the NAC grading system? Okay, because the policy makers are happy. Okay, have you completed the exams? Okay. From 1st January you start first semester. Okay, no problem. From 15th January you start second semester. You complete all the semesters in 2 months. No need to take classes. They won't talk. The policy makers are seldom interested in actually part of the teaching and actual number of contact hours, which are so important for a teacher, for an institution. Anyway, but in CBCS we can have track of it, and it talks about assessment, ongoing assessment. Now, to have a glimpse on the comparative aspect, the old scheme had demerits because the same syllabus being passed on to generations, same teaching methodology, same way of grading, And I remember in late 90s, I took initiative of remodeling MSc chemistry curriculum at my university, undergraduate chemistry honors curriculum also. And in chemistry, in BSc chemistry, each paper had 3 sections: foundation, then the second and the third application, 3 parts. And questions were compulsory from all the 3 parts. This happened for the first time in Bihar, and that only in chemistry. Anyway, so this happened in MSc level also. And the person who was chairing the department at that time, he was not ready to budge. Okay, I got sign it. Later on, I got his weakness, and then I told, okay, your chapter will be there. One more chapter you will have to teach, and for that I have all ready materials. I will give it to you. Then I got it signed. I am not taking his name. He belonged to a place merely 60 kilometers from here, and he agreed. That way I had to do this sort of thing to begin with at my place. So what is happening, teacher is normally happy with the whole and university campus with the difference, because it has so many departments, so many schools, sort of thing. But you see from, if you get its holistic view, it makes one unit, one institution in itself. So it is intra-institutional which makes it there. So we took clue from this, and in Munger University we got approval of 12 PG schools. For example, one PG school is the School of Life Sciences, and that consists of, that will be imparting teaching in botany, zoology, microbiology, biotechnology, bioinformatics. I was a student of French class certificate course. Professor K has started German there. He left, and then Professor Sajidanand Sahai, man of Southeast Asian study, the person who runs. So he started conducting French courses, and that was an overlapping with practical classes in my chemistry lab. So there were some problems. Anyway, so how to overcome this problem? If we have to allow so many elective papers, and based on the IQ, the mentor could guide the students to take a particular course, and particular course could be designed by there will be liberty. Each teacher will have liberty to design his or her own course and evaluate own course. A paper which is not taught anywhere in the world. Just like, if you remember, we were talking with Srikant Babu this morning, that I heard that numismatics and coin minting was being taught. It has started, the first teaching was started in Nalanda, in one of the Mahavyars. So how to innovate, how to get idea of those courses, because some resource person designed it. Okay, we can do it. So any teacher can do it. So there will no long chain of events will have to pass through, that go to academic council. Academic council will be there. Quality control will have to be there. But the methodology will have to come down, and the prospects of learner to earn certification through a walk-out approach. Okay, you can complete this course, flexibility in time also. So it facilitates student mobility across institutions, not only within country, outside country also. And it is a win-win situation. I tell you one thing, my own university, it is a national university, Munger University, we have entered into MOUs. 5 MOUs have been okayed. One has already been signed, and coming week, next week, before 20th, we expect to have 3 more MOUs signed. They are already approved. I again give 2 examples. One MOU with FFDC, Fragrance and Flavor Development Corporation, Government of India, Kannauj. We will be running PG Diploma courses in fragrance technology related courses with CIFRI, Central Inland Fisheries Research Institute, Barakpur, Kolkata, the lead institute in fisheries in our country, with the 1-year PG Diploma course in fisheries and aquaculture. Theory will be taught here, practical will be taught here. For theory, the teacher, the person, the short person who will be teaching theory here, will have to go there for 15 days. 40% fee will be shared by us, 60% will be shared by that institution. And anyone will be free to get a laboratory. And whatever credit the student is learning, acquiring, will be added to the total credit or the academic credit band of the student. That is the concept. So it has such flexibility. So in CPCS, it is a win-win situation. The student has option to pursue courses of his or her choice. Sorry, madam, it is gender neutral. He is gender neutral here. Study at own pace. You complete 5 credit points here. After 1 year, after 10 years, you get another credit. In the meanwhile, you spend your life in your own way. If you are not able to spend time for reading, you can do it. Learn extra courses. You learn something here. You come to Nalanda Mahavihar. You get some credit from this institute, this university. Again, you can go to some other institute, university at Bombay. Go to Thailand, Bangkok, and see what is happening there. Get some credit on Buddhist studies teaching. And then again, so mobility will be there. And employer will also be a winner, because potential employer can assess the student performance judiciously. How the student is likely to perform if we give him or her employment. So, flexibility in preparing the curriculum, and for that, the take-home point is, while framing course, let us involve all stakeholders. Not all we can't do it, but to the maximum extent we can do it. For example, at our place, we have limitation. In board of studies, okay, not below the rank of professor or reader or something like that. Then how can you involve a person from industry? Because the person, we will have to make him or her adjunct faculty, lot of things. We can involve them as a special invited member. We can have some interaction, get his or her, their requirement, what sort of employee they will be needing, what expertise, what teaching, what skills they require. We can introduce that here. No, CPCS emphasizes group discussions, assignments, class activities, internal examinations, that creating a beneficial education environment. I told you, flexibility in designing curriculum. We can have points for creative points for quizzes, seminars, internship projects. We can, even today, the Indian Academy of Sciences, they provide someone in internship, someone in fellowship. The students can go and work with the senior scientists and publish paper. The student is not a graduate, but the student can do it and get attracted, and in future, the student can join his or her laboratory. So this sort of thing, we can have internship. And in the National Education Policy today, we are emphasizing on the same points, internship and practical training. And flexibility in evaluation parameter also. You can set your own flexible evaluation parameters for examination. And the teaching learning processes, we can some offline, some online, a combination, a blend of the two. And the assessment load will also can be lowered, because you can bring ICT, you can bring in online, you can provide credit transfer. The student has completed something from the EPG Pathshala, give 30% credit. You have to simply put in the computer system, okay, 30% there, but you don't have to do anything, 30% evaluation is over. So, and the concept of academic credit bank in NEP, CPCS, it is there. This concept, credit bank, whatever you learn today, that credit will be given to you. Lateral entry, lateral exit facilities are there. You can go somewhere else, and there you can, after some time, after gap of 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, you can again. We have, for example, creating a school of continuing learning and professional development and study, where we can restart something. The credit-based grading system is considered desirable, because it facilitates student mobility across institutions within country, even across the globe. And learners acquire job-oriented skills. Students progress at their own tempo. This speed से पढ़ना चाहो, पढ़ो. थोड़ा सा पढ़ो। बुद्धिस्ट स्टडीज में पुरुषोत्तम बाबू बहुत कुछ पढ़ा दिए, लाभ साहब भी लेक्चर देने दिए, तो बहुत लगा कि तो सारा जान गए। कुछ दिन अब लगा कि नहीं, अब दूसरा पढ़ना चाहिए। चलो यहाँ क्रेडिट लो, पुट इट इन योर बैंक अकाउंट, क्रेडिट बैंक अकाउंट, गो समवेयर एल्स, read this outcomes, contact hours, creativity and talent, innovation and entrepreneurship skill. There are ways which, but what are the issues? How to implement it? There are issues. Okay, how to change to semester system? Step for bringing the conclusion, a model problem of transforming. I will take the example of what we did. We tried to do at Patna University and then at the state level in Bihar. So this is just one example. The challenge was how to transform, because it is a workshop when some problem has to be shown. Each course shall be spread over, okay, first year, second year, third year. Then each academic year shall comprise how many semesters, 2 sources, odd and even. You can make provision for online or distance mode of education or something like that in one of it, because it should not be 30%. We are going to have 40 or 50%. Practical subjects will be requiring more. The maximum number of hours should go up to how many hours? So that we will have to. Now you will have to put credit points for example, we were in favor of 15 contact hours, classroom lectures and teaching hours, and then 1 credit point for practical 30. Similarly, how to convert it? A candidate who has studied at least 50% of the paper, so 60 credit to the core subject and the subject like that. I will be giving this PowerPoint here for, and you can use it later also. And then considering these into account, we propose this structure. Minimum requirement of credit points under CBCS for 6 semesters. 3 साल का 6 semester होगा, 3 साल graduation. Like that, how many core papers per? So it 520. Contact hours 75 गुने 4 और 300. Like that. Then we prepare a table chart. We can easily transform and conclude. I shall be giving this. You can keep it. The contact hours could be condensed, but could not be less than 50 hours, 30 hours like that. And this has been adopted by all the universities of Bihar at PG level. This is from a sort of credit, G, general elective, basket of elective papers. So that consists of 5 credit points, and that includes family management, all the components I talked in the beginning. घर में क्या चाहिए, कितने देर कम्युनिकेशन की आवश्यकता है कि नहीं, दिन में साथ नहीं तो शाम में खाना खाएं, कैसे बात करें, कैसे नजरअंदाज करें, कभी कभी अपनों की बातों के लिए भी वो ख्याल रखना पड़ता है, उसका भी अभ्यास चाहिए, कभी अपनी बात बताने के लिए भी, और सकारात्मक सोच कैसे रखें, आप वही सोच रखिए, उसी तरह का व्यवहार बाकी से भी करें जिस तरह का व्यवहार आप उनसे करते हैं जिनसे आपका पट रहा है, वगैरह वगैरह. These soft skill and components, that is also one of the important things. Similarly, in postgraduate, if you have 2-year course, now we are talking about integrated post-year, now we are talking about 4-year integrated PG. After graduation, the student can go direct to research, so it will be 4 years. So we have to create a 4-year integrated sort of thing and create credit point accordingly. The students completing the subject, major, minor, course structure in the PG or MSc 2 year, it will be the same, contact hours and other elective papers in different faculty. Now credit transfer. There shall be limited credit transfer provision, both inter-institutional and intra-university, provided the transcript are issued. Unless your partner university institute issue a transcript, कि कितना कॉन्टैक्ट आवर था, कितने नंबर का था, क्या क्या पढ़ाए थे, हाउ कैन यू गेट इट थ्रू योर ओन इक्विवेलेंस कमिटी, आप उसको अपने बराबर कैसे रखेंगे? ऑल द इंस्टीट्यूशंस अक्रॉस द वर्ल्ड आर नॉट द सेम. इवन स्टेट्स वी हैव वेरी डुबियस इंस्टीट्यूट यूनिवर्सिटी अमेरिका के नाम पर सारा नहीं होता है. डिडक्ट द रिक्वायरमेंट फॉर कोर पेपर्स इन द रिस्पेक्टिव सब्जेक्ट एंड वी कैन आस्क द टीचर्स टू प्रिपेयर मॉड्यूल्स. And the road requirement will be the same as per your statutory provision, which you can frame and change under ADP now. board of courses of study. You have to see your statutes. ICT, information communication technology, internet आ गया, बहुत सारी चीज है. Other university level body, and we are not hopeful of creating Nalanda of the same level which we were talked about. Why this is happening? Because any good university institution, any excellent institution is excellent because of its excellent, because of excellent quality of its students and teachers. Unless you are able to attract and retain quality teachers and faculty members, you are not going to attract. So the biggest challenge for future teaching is attracting and retaining quality teachers and students. अब क्वालिटी टीचर की बात करें, श्रीकांत बाबू से बात हो रही थी, पहले क्या होता था, अब हमारे यहाँ with due respect to all the researchers, हमेशा समय बदलते रहता है विषय के हिसाब से. हमारे समय में होता था, लड़का अगर MA MSc कर लिया, आगे फर्स्ट क्लास आवेगा ही. अगर फर्स्ट क्लास ले आओगे तो चलो कंस्टिट्यूएंट कॉलेज में नौकरी लेक्चरशिप भी मिल जाएगी सरकारी कॉलेज में. फर्स्ट क्लास नहीं आवेगा, अगर छूट गए, ग्रेस से फर्स्ट क्लास आवेगा, 59% आवेगा, 58% तक GRF ले लेना, यूनिवर्सिटी का फेलोशिप मिल लेना, 250-400, क्योंकि उस समय 450 से 900 का था, बाद में 700 से 1600 का आया स्केल. तो उसके बाद सेकंड प्रेफरेंस हुआ करता था UR GRF. और मैं अपनी बात बता रहा था इन्हें कि मेरी इच्छा थी कि रिजल्ट निकलने के बाद, मार्कशीट निकलने लेने के बाद किसी और के पास जाने की जगह पर हम सीधे पहले लाइब्रेरी में गए, और जिन्होंने मैंने कहा था कि आपके अंडर में PhD करूंगा मैं, उन्हीं के अंडर मैंने किया, उनका मैंने पैर चरण स्पर्श किया और कहा कि करेंगे, किस टॉपिक पर करोगे, ऐसे थोड़ी रिसर्च होता है, अभी कोई टॉपिक बताइए. लेकिन नहीं, हम कहेंगे जाओ पहले लड्डू चढ़ा के आओ, हम लड्डू बाद में चढ़ावेंगे, पहले आप बताइए. ऐसे जाओ, एक रिव्यू, एक बड़ा अच्छा सीरीज बुक है, उसमें जाकर पढ़ो. ये मेरा सौभाग्य था कि उसके जो यंग व्हाट इज हैपनिंग व्हेन द स्टूडेंट, देखिए एक हमारा थोड़ा सा, मैं नहीं कहूंगा कि एस्ट्रोलॉजी सही है कि मैं विज्ञान का विद्यार्थी हूँ. मैं एक चीज पहले बता दूं, मैं किसी सुपर नेचुरल पावर के एग्जिस्टेंस पर विश्वास नहीं करता हूँ कि ऊपर है, मेरा अपना विश्वास है. आप भले अच्छा माने बुरा माने, मैं पूजा करता हूँ, लेकिन सुपर नेचुरल ऊपर है वो नहीं मानता, अपने अंदर जो अच्छा है वही देवता, ऐसे आप मेरा मानना है. तो एक हमारे मित्र हैं, वो उन्हें नाम उनका कुछ और है, उनको महंत जी कहते थे, मेरे सहपाठी पुराने महंत जी कहते हैं, और जिनके बारे में अभी बात कर रहे थे मधुपुरा वाले, उनके बड़े अच्छे जानते हैं अच्छे से. मैंने कहा कि भाई तुम मेरा हाथ देखते हो क्या मजाक करते हो, जान रहा था कि कुछ ही मजाक कराएगा, चिढ़िया चिढ़ावेगा. तो अभी कैसे एक सवाल का जवाब दो, तुम्हारे यहाँ कितने, क्योंकि हाँ माताएं आती हैं, पिता आते हैं, दादा आते हैं, दादी आती हैं, नानी आती है. अभी क्या सवाल पूछते हैं बच्चे का कि IIT करेगा कि नहीं, IAS करेगा कि नहीं, फॉरेन जाएगा कि नहीं, दिस दैट, या हेल्थ का बड़ा प्रॉब्लम, हमारा एक्सपर्टीज है और हमारा सही निकल जाता है. तुम तो विश्वास करोगे नहीं. हम कहते एक बात बताओ, तुम्हें याद है इतनी भीड़ लगी रहती है, किसी पिता ने पूछा है, माता ने, किसी पेरेंट ने पूछा है कि बड़ा होके बच्चा मेरा केयर करेगा कि नहीं, ताकि क्या तुम लोग को पेंशन नहीं है क्या, तुम चाहते हो क्या, तुम चाहते हो. हमारी पहली ख्वाहिश है कि बच्चा बड़ा होके मेरा केयर करे. अरे तुम बड़ा स्वार्थी हो, बच्चे के बारे में नहीं कुछ चाहते हम कि नहीं. एक चीज अगर एक वरदान मांगने के लिए कहा जाए, मैं कहूंगा बिकम रोल मॉडल ऑफ योर स्टूडेंट्स. द स्टूडेंट इज नॉट लाइकली टू परफॉर्म एक्सेलेंटली इन हिज और हर कैरियर. तो ये है, ये प्रिपरेटरी टाइम जो PhD का है लाभ, ये इसको थोड़ा सा करना होगा. ये माई पॉइंट इज कैच देम यंग, क्रेडिट फॉर द मेजर डिसिप्लिन और थ्रस्ट एरिया जो भी आप रिसर्च करा रहे, टीचिंग फेलोशिप, मेंटर स्कीम, senior students mentoring junior, getting credit for it, point for mentoring teacher fellowship, teaching fellowship की provision हम कर सकते हैं, this facility is there. Waited for early mentors, early choosers, जो 4 ईयर ग्रेजुएशन में सेकेंड ईयर में ही लिख देगा, बॉन्ड नहीं कमिट करेगा कि हम टीचर बनेंगे, कुछ न कुछ तो बिना MA के नहीं हो सकता है क्या. अब देखिए नोबेल लॉरिएट या पुराने कितने हैं जो ग्रेजुएट नहीं, उस समय से छप रहे हैं और रिसर्चर हैं. प्रोफेसर डेवलपमेंट इंसेंटिव हम लोग अपने यहाँ लागू किया है, मुझे यूनिवर्सिटी की वेबसाइट से देखिए कुछ आएगा. सो फॉर क्वालिटी टीचर्स, इफ यू ब्रिंग क्वालिटी टीचर्स एंड क्वालिटी स्टूडेंट्स, आइडेंटिफाई देम, अट्रैक्ट देम, retain them, आइडेंटिफाई कहाँ कहाँ क्वालिटी मिलेगा, आपके यहाँ नहीं है तो किसी और फलाना ग्रेड वाले इंस्टीट्यूशन में उसका से एमओयू कीजिए, कहे कि अच्छा तो हम तो चाहते हैं कि यही हो जाए, अच्छा तुम हो ना यहाँ हो ना, कम से कम क्वालिटी कुछ तो अच्छी मिलेगी।
For your encouragements, new ideas to introduce in our university regarding MOUs, regarding short credit, introduction of short credits, and other facilities in teaching and research. We are really thankful to you, sir, for your innovative ideas. Now the thing is, how to prepare, how to convert our syllabi into CBCS, choice-based credit system. It's a big question before us, because in the beginning I have honestly accepted that we have not the system of CBCS till now, and we have to introduce immediately. So friends, all head of the departments, all teachers are requested to put your queries before Professor Ranjit Verma, Professor Dolly Sinha, how you will convert your syllabi in CBCS. So this is interactive session. We can interact with the two resource persons. Now I am inviting all of you.